Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Star Racing TV. We will be having our finals here for the CON42 tournament coming up, and we'll see how this goes. We have everybody already in our lobby getting ready, but I just want to review our brackets here so we know who it is that we have coming up. So let's pop right on over to the correct screen, which is going to be right here. We have our brackets. We're going to be, we are going to be taking a quick little glance over at this, making sure that we're looking at the right people. We are seeing our open finals today, absolutely. Hello everybody, we're just getting started right now. So, in this race, we're going to be seeing a competition coming up for the finals. This is Ninjetti versus Cats versus Cyrez, Sanitoter, Rumgood, and Peter666. We have a couple of individuals who are unfortunately needing to race under different names. So we'll be having Auction here as our Rumgood. I believe we have Fix These Exploit CIG as, who's this going to be? Is that Peter666? Am I missing Peter666? If somebody could pop into this channel for me just to make sure that we do have everybody in this who's supposed to be in this. I don't know if it's going to be Cats or Peter. But perhaps I'll pop over and ask that question myself in just a moment. But while we're waiting for that information, I want to give you a little bit of information on this race, what we're going to be seeing here. This is going to be our open class, and we're going to be seeing this tournament happening on this map right here. This is Rickard Memorial. It is the medium length map, so we'll be seeing a lot of wide turns. It kind of goes through a couple of figure 8 shapes. One major figure 8 shape to go across the entire map. So there's excellent, thank you, Cats. Peter is on Fix These Exploits account, so we're good to go on that front. This is the map that we're going to be seeing here, Rickard Memorial. It's the medium length map, and this is going to have a lot of really wide sweeping turns. With in the middle we have a couple of, or towards the beginning we have a long winding path around a building. Which we will actually be seeing again later on in the afternoon as the racers are flying way up high on our future map. But the important thing to keep in mind here is we are going to be looking at the excluded ships on this map. So our racers have a choice of any ship except for these three that you can see on screen right now. We're not going to be seeing any Origin M50s. We're not going to see the Origin 350R or the Mist Razor. These are our specialized racing ships. They're really the ones that are the quickest. They stand in a class of their own, and we'll be seeing those later on our other map where we'll be having this race go on later on. I believe that is it that we're going to be getting to. In between races we might have a couple of sponsorship videos and some people to thank for their support of this tournament, but for now I think that we're just getting started with this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and launch this game so that everyone can start getting in, everyone is ready, and the map is now loading, and the important thing for me to do right now is make sure that we can actually see this race as it happens, so I'm going to get that all queued up. It's been an interesting tournament. We had our qualifying match, and it ended up that we have quite a few relatively similarly placed racers. We're going to be seeing this start in a little bit. We have a couple of racers who are not yet readied up. Let's pop over to the live screen though so we can see this race is starting in 5 seconds, and we're going to have a few people taken off the start line. Let's see how quickly they jump off of that. And there we go. We have quite a few different ships. It looks like we have a lot of Mustangs and M50s. A lot of Origin ships. Origin 100Is. Here we go. It looks like we have Cats here racing through and heading up through that first turn. That's that building that I mentioned earlier, that wide turnaround. There is an interesting issue that it looks like Auction, Rumgood might have run into here. It's really easy to crash into those buildings as you go by them the first time. But here we go, we have Auction heading on through, and let's see who do we have in first place. We have Ninjetti in first place, so let's swap on through these names to get to Ninjetti. Unfortunately, it looks like Cyrez, I believe that was, may have ran into some problems there, crashing into a building and exploding, unfortunately. Here we go, here we have Ninjetti, and Ninjetti's about to come through for the end of this first race. So let's see if we can see this actually happen. There we go, Ninjetti and his Mustang heading on through first, and his time is going to be 0 minutes, 58 seconds. Then we have Sanatoder with 1:01, Cats right behind with 1:02. So that second, third place is going to be pretty tight, and then it looks like Rumged with 1 minute and 9 seconds is coming through in third place. Here's Sanatoder really trying to catch up to Ninjetti out there in front of him. We'll see if he can do that. The game's a little bit loud and it's hard to hear me. That's awful. Here, let's go into our settings here, and I will turn down this. Apologies for that. And we'll turn up the microphone a little bit. Let's see. Let me know if that sounds better. Thank you very much for letting me know there, Stoneth. Unfortunately, our settings have not been touched in a while, so we haven't really been able to test them. So let's see how things are going here. Ninjetti looks like they're going to be coming through to the end of their second lap pretty soon. Still having that pretty nice lead there. Ninjetti, there he comes through for the end of second lap, increasing his time by 2 seconds, but Sanatoder right on his tail is going to be coming in very close after that. This is the live race. These are the open finals. We are having our first race here today, so we're going to be seeing a set of 2 races today. Better, but still a bit loud, at least for you, old men. Excellent, Stoneth. Well, I'm glad it's a bit better. Between races, we'll adjust those and see if we can improve those levels a little bit more. This is some kind of steady race. There's been a lot of conflict and switching positions way in the back of the line. Cyrez and Auction here trading places. And here we have Fix These Exploits CIG coming through to the beginning of his third lap. Unfortunately, just taking that corner a little bit wide. This is a problem that I always run into whenever I'm racing. I always take those corners and just slide and keep on going. It's been an issue for many, many turns. But there we have Ninjetti taking first place with 2 minutes, 51 seconds. Sanatoder clipping the edge of the final line just before passing through, but he does manage to take it. Cat's in third place with 2 minutes, 59 seconds, 15 milliseconds. And then we have Cyrez, who's going to be in our fourth place finisher. 3 minutes, 4 seconds, and 19 milliseconds. And then we have Auction, he's gonna manage to finish this one. Yeah, 3 minutes 18 seconds for Auction. That is Rumged, racer who we've seen before in quite a few different races. It looks like they're doing a little bit of a victory, well, maybe a dance at the end of the race. Happy to be done, happy to finish that. And then are we gonna have Fix These Exploits? That's CIG, Peter666 coming on through towards the end. Looks like there they are heading on through, but it looks like that might not be the end of it. So here we have Ninjetti, our victor in the finals of this open class tournament. So congratulations, very, very great congratulations to Ninjetti. Excellently raced, and it looks like you managed to keep that lead away from Sanatoder, who was our previous reigning champion. So it's nice to see those things change, but unfortunately for our other contestants, or competitors, they were unable to take control of that. So we're going to swap on over to our brackets here, and we're going to take a quick look at. This is the correct bracket, I believe. Unfortunately, I don't know what has happened to my screen here, but it's very difficult to actually read this information, so I got to pop over. So we have Ninjetti coming in first with Sanatoder coming second. Unfortunately, I didn't take a screenshot of it. I forgot to. Usually I do. But we had Ninjetti followed by Sanatoder. Then we had Cats in our first 3 positions. So congratulations to those. They will be walking away with victory. I hope that we managed to get a. Screenshot of that. Otherwise, we'll have to go back and double check those times. But the place. All right. In fact, I'm just going to exit the lobby and I'm going to recreate an entirely brand new lobby, just so that we can be sure that it's fresh and we don't have any sort of strange bugs. So I'm going to be doing that while talking about our open finals here. So Ninjetti, Cyrez, and Ninjetti, Sanatoder, and Cats. Congratulations on your top 3 finishes. Rumged, Peter666, and Cyrez. Congratulations on making it to those finals. It was a very good race. And unfortunately, I didn't even manage to take a quick look at the times that race seemed to happen so quickly. So here are our finals. As those times get updated, we will check back in on this, but for now, I would like to pass this over to our friends over at DSC, the Deutsche Space Cargo, and we're going to be seeing a quick little video from them, a little sponsorship video, so let's take a look at that right about oops, this would be the wrong screen that we're on right now. Hold on a second. We're going to pop on over to this one. We're going to be back in just a moment while I recreate this lobby, because unfortunately it didn't entirely work. So enjoy the music. Actually, what we're going to do is I'm going to pop you on over to this screen here. You can take a look at, this is the map that we were just on. Here's a recording from one of our racers. And we're going to be seeing this go through, and then we'll be moving on to Deferred Link in the same screen, where you're going to be able to see what map is going to come up, and then we'll talk a little bit more about that map before we get back into the races. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
And there we are. Here we have Deferred Link. So you can see this Mustang is heading through the course in a quite easygoing, relaxed manner. These switchback corners you'll be seeing a couple of times through this race. This is an area where a lot of people have some real difficulties with. If you take those corners a little bit too wide, you can really slide out, crash into those buildings. If you take them too tight, you might end up in a situation where you start cutting those corners.
Checkpoint.
Excellent, and now we have our lobby all set up. It looks like all of our racers are ready, so we will just be taking a look at this for a moment. This race has a lot of nice, long, sweeping corners, and we'll be seeing those coming up and seeing if some of our racers get caught up in those large sweeping turns, because as with the previous map, this one really does have a penchant for causing some drift that we don't really like to see in our racers because it takes away so much time. If you drift out for 3 seconds 3 times through the map, then that's 9 seconds you've lost on that high speed possible finish. The ships that we will be seeing on this race are going to be our Origin M50s, Origin 350Rs, and Misk Razors. Our high-speed class is limited to just these ships. These are the fastest ships in the game. They're designed for speed. They're designed to take these corners effectively and turn quickly. So this is going to be a high-octane, very high-paced race that we're going to be seeing coming up here. And I think that everybody is ready and everybody is super looking forward to this. We're waiting for one more racer to ready up and just get into this race. So as they do that just now, we are going to be watching our very cool introduction here, and we have that coming up in just a moment. There we go. Here, you can hear me now. So we're seeing these racers take off. We have a quick lead from Cyrez, and Ninjetti is going to be... Ninjetti and Cyrez are seeming to exchange that location. So we have Ninjetti taking away with another early lead. There's no sound at all. It sounds like you should be able to hear me now. Excellent. So we have Ninjetti taking off in his M50 with a nice little lead. Looks like Cyrez and Ninjetti are actually trading that off. Sanitoter here. Falling a little bit behind, back to 5th place, which is interesting. We had Sanitoter in our previous races do quite well and actually dominated both different tournaments. Took the 1st place in both open and high-speed class, so it's interesting to see him dropping back a little bit. Here we have Cyrez fighting in this M50 against Ninjetti, trying to take that 1st place, but it looks like Ninjetti has managed to hold on. Robot, a racer I've never seen race before today, so hopefully we'll see some very interesting things out of Robot here. Their M50 is looking just very slick, very cool. And let's see if we can swing around over to find our leader, Ninjetti, right here. Looks like we have quite a poor view angle from here, but he's coming around to the end of the race, so let's see if we can see him coming on through. There we go, the final ring is opening. Here is Ninjetti coming through, and Ninjetti followed very closely by Cyrez. We have 1 minute 22 seconds, 62 milliseconds for Ninjetti, Cyrez at 124, Cats at 128, so that's pretty close. It's possible that we could see some shifting in the placements there, and Robot coming through at 4th, so excellent showing from our wildcard, who we haven't seen race before, at least I haven't. He was in the tournament out in Germany, but it's very interesting to see some new names, and I love seeing those new names pop up. Ninjetti still holding on to that very commanding lead. It looks like, how far behind is our next competitor? We have Cyrez. Let's see if we can find them here quickly. Cyrez, can we see ahead of you? There we go. How far ahead is Ninjetti? Because sometimes you can see those competitors facing off against one another. They trade back and forth, but it looks like you can't really see much from this viewpoint. Oh, there we go. He is slowly coming up behind Ninjetti. We can see Ninjetti just in front there, heading up the long spiraling turns. Here we go, Ninjetti. And hot on his heels, just heading through that other corner there. We have Ninjetti and Cyrez. And let's see these racers pass through this finish line and head into their 3rd lap. And ooh, just seconds apart from one another, like within milliseconds, really. We have Ninjetti still has the best lap, or no longer has the best lap. Cat seems to be making up some time. Cyrez also making up some time. In fact, Cyrez and Ninjetti are once again trading for that 1st place position. Ninjetti looks like they may have run into some problems, crashed into a building, something like that. And here we have Cats in that 350R that we all know them for. These are some very, very close laps. Absolutely, Obi notice. So, what else do we have going on here? Oh, unfortunately, Ninjetti exploding as he crashes into that building. That's going to give Cats and Cyrus the opportunity to start peeling away, heading into the front. Sanitoder coming up into 4th, and unfortunately also has now collided with a building and exploded. Let's see, who do we have here? We have Ninjetti trying to make up that lost time, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. So, in chat, let us know who you would like to see win this race. We have Cats here. We have Robot. It looks like Robot might have just passed auction. They're racing for that 5th and 6th place, trading that position back and forth. Who is our leader now? We have Cyrez. Looks like Cyrez is coming down that last long stretch towards the final finish line. Let's pop on over here and see Cyrez, as it looks like they may be coming through first. Here we go. There's Cyrez, followed immediately by Cats. Very, very close together. And then this is our 3rd place finisher. We have them passing right there. We have Ninjetti pushing himself back into that 3rd place. I think that they might have even dropped to 4th for a moment, so they did manage to bring themselves back. We have Cyrez with 4 minutes, 7 seconds, 86 milliseconds. Cats sitting at 4 minutes, 8 seconds, 88 milliseconds, just a second off that leader's position. So that was a very tight race, very close laps between our competitors here. Then we have Sanitoder, Ninjetti, in 3rd with 4 minutes, 14 seconds, and 70 milliseconds. And Sanitoder coming through for the finish line. And here is Auction coming through with 4 minutes, 50 milliseconds. And let's take a look over at Robot. Unfortunately, Robot had some trouble there at the end of the race, and though they did make it through, unfortunately was unable to place in those top 3. So we have Cyrez in 1st, Cat 2nd, and Ninjetti in our 3rd position. So congratulations to our victors, and it was very, very well raced, very well done on all of our competitors' part. That was a really nice race, a lot of trading back and forth. Those impacts in the final lap of the race really cost Ninjetti, especially his placement, dropping all the way down to 4th. And Sanitoder, unfortunately, wasn't able to take advantage of that gap in front of him. So if we pop on over to the brackets, I would like to update us on the timing for our open class. If I can do that quickly, because we did not get the opportunity to see that back when it was updated. So we're going to take a quick look back at that situation. I believe that this should be ready. Here we have our 1st place finisher. This is the open class finals, the first race that we had today. We have 2 minutes 51 seconds for Ninjetti, Sanitoder with 2 minutes 54 seconds, and then Cats with 2 minutes 59. So pretty tight times there. We are used to seeing times that are separated by a couple of seconds, but this was quite a close race. 8 seconds in between our leader and last place finishers, and then we should have our high speed times coming up to be updated in here relatively shortly. But congratulations to Cyrez, Cats, and Ninjetti, our top 3 finishers. And hopefully we will be seeing those update in just a couple of seconds. It's been very good racing today. Absolutely, that sounds good to me. So it sounds like we're going to be having some winners interviews coming up. So I think that it would be best to do the winner of our open class first. So that was, of course, Ninjetti. And it's nice to see a couple of different racers coming through to take away those first place victories. It's very exciting whenever we get to see those kind of things happen. And it looks like we have access to Cyrez. So hold on just a moment, my friend. I'm going to pop on over into the correct channel so others can hear you as well. So looks like we have Ninjetti and Cyrez in here with us. So we're going to start off. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Oh my gosh, you're coming through a very, very strange audio output. So I'm going to quickly turn that way down and swap your voice over to a different location, because that is not where we're supposed to be hearing you from. Alright, try again one more time there. Ninjetti, I believe, is the one that we were having our interview with first. So
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Let's turn up the volume on you just a tad bit. So that everybody can hear you. All right, thank you. There we are, Ninjetti. So how do you feel after that first race, after the open class tournament win?
Well, of course I feel happy. Didn't expect that because there were so many really good pilots. And yeah, sometimes you're lucky. And of course I did practice a little bit. And it was, of course, my fastest race in the Mustang Gamma. So I'm happy.
Yeah, that's really nice to see. It was a very exciting race, and it's great to see those Mustang Gammas really get used effectively on the racetrack. You see them so rarely that it's really nice to see them going on through. Do you what is your favorite? Is that your favorite ship out of the open class ships?
Out of the open class, well, I think it's the fastest one for me, especially. So yes, in the open class, it's my favorite ship.
Excellent, that's great.
Yeah.
So audiences are always interested to know, what is it that you love about racing in StarCitizen?
So what it is, it's the competitive aspect of racing. It's at the moment it's very rare. There are not a lot of people doing racing, obviously because there are a lot of bugs in Arena Commander.
Of course.
And yeah, we've got a lot of problems here and there. Normally the finals should have taken place last week, and there were some lobby issues. And of course there are a lot of bugs in racing. That's what I don't like.
Yes.
But what I like is just flying in 6 degrees of freedom very fast. And I hope we will see racetracks in the persistent universe soon, GM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know it's not maybe it's not the highest priority for CAG at the moment, but I guess if they improve the Arena Commander and put up the team they are talking about for maybe a year, if they put it together and make a very nice experience out of Arena Commander, there will be a lot more people interested in racing, I hope. And even of course, if it comes to the persistent universe, yeah.
I completely agree with you.
I just like flying fast. I just like flying fast.
Yeah, absolutely. And flying fast is such a great feeling in this game. It really provides you with that feeling that you're actually doing something and like there's actually something happening in the universe. I completely agree with you. I think that once we get a little bit more smoothness and a little bit more reliability out of the game, racing, man, I hope it takes off. I hope it starts becoming a real big thing.
Yeah, me too.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Ninjetti. Congratulations on your win in the open class. Is there anything that you would like to leave our listeners with or our viewers with?
Nothing special, I think. It's,
all right. That's absolutely
I just can recommend to fly a bit more often. It's a good practice doing the Arena Commander Murray Cup stuff. And I hope with the next patches, I don't know when, if there comes a new IFCS or new flight mechanics, that I hope that CIG don't destroy all the experience, that we have to learn everything from the ground up. So, but it's still good practice already.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, any moment that you get to practice is a moment that you get to improve, and a moment that you get to improve all aspects of the game. If you're a good racer, you're probably going to be a little bit better at combat, at least in the events where you have to run away from it.
well, I don't want to say that, but maybe.
Yeah.
Because at the moment I'm not very good at combat, but I want to improve that someday.
Great. All right. Thank you very much, Ninjetti. It's been great talking to you. Congratulations again. We're going to swap on over here to the winner of our high-speed class. So, Cyrez, are you in chat here?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Excellent. Hello, Cyrez. Congratulations to you as well in winning that open class tournament. As we always ask, how does it feel after the end of the race?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy. I had a bad start with the open class race, and so I'm pretty happy that it has been better in the high speed class.
Excellent. Well, yeah, me too. It was a very interesting race, and yeah, it was interesting to see. You did have a few challenges in that open class race, so it was nice to see you come out and really kind of take a commanding lead, especially towards the end of the high speed class race there. So, given any opportunity, if all of the ships in the high speed class were equal, which one do you think would be your favorite if they all handled the same kind of way?
Oh, I think it's the M50 for sure. It's the only racing ship I own myself.
Okay.
And it's a racing ship I'm flying from the beginning on since I'm racing. Sometimes it's not as fast as 350R, for example. It depends on the patch how it works. But normally I don't try to swap the ship. Then if I can fly the M50, I do races. If not, I do dogfighting.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So are you a accomplished dogfighter? Do you feel like you're quite good in the combat realm of flying as well?
I think I am, yes, but it's hard to say because currently I don't have a lot of practice because there's a bit too much broken about the flight system, about ESP and stuff. I don't have fun in dogfighting at the moment.
All right, well, that's unfortunate, but I'm glad that you managed to come into racing and get what you wanted of racing. There are some ways that it can be improved, I'm sure, but that's good to hear. Similar to what we were hearing from Ninjetti earlier, are you excited about racing coming into the persistent universe, and how do you think that racing might change when we see that change happen?
Oh, that is a hard question. I'm excited if it will come in the universe, but I have to see how it works. I'm not sure about how it can work, how it can be good. They will start with scramble races, which is much different to the races we are doing in Arena Commander currently. So I'm pretty curious, but I'm open for that. So I don't expect a lot, but if it's fun, it's good.
Excellent. Yeah, and I agree with you. I think that's very well stated. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that it's done well. Well, congratulations once again. Is there any pieces of information or anything that you would like to let our viewers know about yourself or about racing or anything before we end this interview?
Nothing special. People should try to race. It's a good thing. You learn a lot about the flight system. You learn a lot about the ships, about how to counter G-forces and stuff. Many people don't like races and just don't do them. I think that's a missed opportunity. So just try it.
Absolutely, that's great to hear, and great advice for our viewers. Yeah, similar to what we heard from our other victor in the open class tournament. Be practicing, always be racing, and it looks like Cyrus, you've gotten a little bit of love here from our chat. Magnus23 saying hi, Neck14 and Cyberdome Systems also saying hello. So congratulations from all your fans, from everyone here, to both Ninjetti and Cyrus. Congratulations on your victories, and hope to see you again soon.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
All right.
See you next time.
See you for our next races, absolutely. I am going to pop over to our video here, and we will be back in just a moment. And here we are coming back. Let's take one last look at our bracket so that we can review the winners of those high-speed races and get their times up here. I know that we had a little bit of a challenge getting that just a moment ago, so we'll pop that back up on screen to take a look at it. It looks like we have it all updated. Here we go. We have our high-speed finals. So, once again, with a very tight finish between Cat 740 and Cyrez, we have 4 minutes, 7 seconds, 86 milliseconds, and exactly 1 second afterwards, we have Cats coming with 4 minutes, 8 seconds, and 86 milliseconds. 4 minutes, 14, and 70 for our final victor. And before we close out, I do want to take just a moment to look at our prizes. Unfortunately, I didn't have that set up, but we will just inform you of what our prizes are for this tournament, what our victors and second and third place winners are going to be walking away from this race with, and we have that available to us right here. So for this race, we are going to be seeing our winner in that open class. We're going to be seeing Ninjetti walking away with a standalone Reliant Core LTI. So they're getting a ship out of this situation that they're in. And actually, as we talk about this, let's just take a look at who it is that we have. We're going to press the correct button and then press this button and that button to make sure that we're looking at the right people. Excellent. Open finals. We're going to see Ninjetti walking away with that standalone Reliant LTI, so congratulations on that. We have Sanitoder, who is getting their very own standalone Dragonfly Black, and then Cats, you're going to be walking away with a $20 gift card for StarCitizen, so congratulations to all three of those winners for that. Then, next, we are going to be switching over to our Highspeed class, where we're going to be seeing Cyrez, Cats, and Ninjetti walking away with some other very nice goodies. Cyrez, you'll be receiving a game package plus Squadron 42 Arbiter LTI with a 325A from Origin. Congratulations to you on that. Cat 740, second place in both matches, is going to be getting that game package plus Squadron 42 with a Pathfinder LTI, and that is a 315P, also from Origin Jumpworks. And third place, Ninjetti, on top of that other Reliant that you got from the previous race, you'll be receiving a $25 gift certificate. Now, those prizes are special thanks to all of our sponsors, who I would like to introduce you to one last time. Here we have it. We have our logo popping up, and our sponsors are going to be in no particular order. Very big thank you to Ion Tempest, Altama Energy and Elements, DSC or Deutsche Space Cargo, PENTA as well as PENTA Sports, Anereth for some of our graphics, CON42, of course. Thank you so much for having us be part of your organization, part of this convention that happened last week, and hopefully we will be continuing this partnership into the future. And of course, huge thank you to all of the organizing staff. We have Flexa, we have Rumgood Cats who participate in organizing this tournament, Obi Notice, as well as the rest of our wonderful team here at Star Racing. Without their support, this would not be possible, so thank you so much for all of that. And then, of course, the services that we use. We have twitch.tv, discord.gg, and Robert Space Industries, of course. All of this would not be possible without any of those individuals. And I believe that is going to bring our show to the end. It was a quick one today, just those finals that we had going on. And congratulations to our winners. Thank you very much to all of our participants, all of our fans out there in chat. Thank you so much. And Obi Notice has just posted that link in there into chat. If you want to keep up to date with what we are doing with Star Racing into the future, you can join us on Discord at our Discord server, which is that link that Obi Notice just posted into our chat, or you can find us on the Robert Space Industries website. Without any further ado, thank you again to our sponsors, congratulations to our winners, and thank you to our racers and fans. I am PerCapita Live. You can catch me here on Twitch and into the future with Star Racing TV. Have an excellent afternoon, and I will see you all next time. Enjoy the races.